Politicians aren't exactly the most beloved people in the country. Although politicians are elected to represent us and our interests in Parliament, people often talk about politicians as greedy, self-serving and careerist. And when scandals like cash for questions, cash for access and parliamentary expenses come to light, our opinion of politicians only gets worse. However, whilst many people feel this way, there isn't actually much data out there about what politicians' personalities are really like. And when Transparency International has assessed Britain as one of the least corrupt nations in the world, and the idea that politicians used to be better seems a bit romanticised, it might be worth taking a closer look. To put these claims to the test, Dr. James Weinberg conducted psychometric surveys and face-to-face interviews with 106 members of Parliament to assess their basic values. He compared the results to comparable data for the British public that was collected by the European Social Survey. After analysing the data, the results show firstly that politicians in the UK are significantly different in their psychological composition to the general public, and secondly, that personality characteristics such as basic values are much more powerful for predicting who might enter politics than demographic and socioeconomic variables like age, gender and education. Although members of Parliament turned out to be significantly more ambitious than most people in the British public, they were also much more motivated by equality, justice, and caring for and supporting the welfare of others. This was followed up with a public survey about politicians. When asked to choose between hypothetical politicians with different personalities in an experiment called a Conjoint survey, which is essentially a menu of choices with lots of different bundles of attributes, the public overwhelmingly chose candidates with the same aggregate basic values as real politicians. This is interesting when you consider that most people criticise politicians for their psychological flaws. So next time you read about a political scandal that argues politicians are only out for themselves, try to think about how representative the story in the media actually is, and whether it's using the right types of data to reach its conclusions. When suitable data is applied to this problem, it seems that politicians are extraordinary people who do a job few ordinary people would dare to enter.